Some believe there are things in this world that are out of the ordinary. Things that break the laws of nature. It could be anything. Things that we pass on our day-to-day activities. Things that you wouldn't really consider to be different. You've probably heard of the S.C.P Foundation. It's, from what we know, a fictional foundation. But what exactly is it? Let's start with the name. S.C.P. Secure, contain, and protect. Sounds trustworthy, right? Well, not exactly. This organization tends to search for things outside of the ordinary. Things, as I said before, are defying the laws of nature. And they've already found plenty. These things can either be items, people, creatures, or even locations. There are terabytes of data pertaining to these so-called SCPs. Some of these are not necessarily dangerous, but some of these are, well, they can be very, very unpredictable and very life-threatening. The Foundation uses named classes to determine the safety of the SCPs. There are 3 of these. First, you have Class 1, Safe. As you may have guessed, Safe Class SCPs are anomalies that are easily and safely contained. This is often due to the fact that the Foundation has researched the SCP well enough that containment does not require any significant resources to keep said SCP under containment. However, classifying an SCP as safe does not mean that handling it or activating it does not pose a threat. Class 2, Euclid. Euclid SCPs are anomalies that require more resources to contain completely, or where containment isn't always reliable. Usually this is because the SCP is insufficiently understood, or inherently unpredictable. It's recommended that Euclid-class SCPs are kept under watch, or checked on frequently. Sometimes they can be trusted, and other times they can't. Class 3, Ketter. Ketter-class SCPs are anomalies that are exceedingly difficult to contain consistently. With containment procedures often being extensive and very complex, the Foundation often cannot even contain these SCPs, well due to not having a solid understanding of the anomaly or lacking in the technology to properly contain it or counter it if needed. Ketter SCPs should always remain under watch. Most of them you can't let out of your sight. They're extremely unreliable, and they can be life-threatening. I plan to uncover as many SCPs as possible. There are countless amounts to uncover. Please let me know in the comments what SCP you want me to uncover in the next video. Thank you.